30 series combine doing the chopper bearing. This particular model is a 8230, but it'd be the same for 9230. Again, we're on the right hand side. We have installed here the updated bearing, the larger bearing for their inner bearing. And I'll show you the old bearing. This is the one that came out of there. The bolts went right through. The new one doesn't. Because of the bearing being wider, the bolts come in through the other side and they're threaded in there. To take this off, unscrew the Allen screws, then pound on here with an air hammer or something, and it pushes this collar back in to allow you to slide it out. These shrouds have to come off. These two shrouds, they're a little bit of a bitch to go back in, but you can get them in. You push it in all the way in and then slide it around to get it around the other side. And then to get the bolts in, over here you can kind of see, well, maybe you can't, but yeah, there's a nut there. You can get all those bolts in from the other side. I cut the 3/4 inch socket to fit a little bit shallower in there, so you had the clearance between the chopper and the bolt itself. But the bolts that come out of the old one do not fit in this one. They're too long. You gotta get little shorter ones to go in. That's a pro tip for you. And then the locking mechanism is a little bit different than the old ones, so it's going to be the same on the inside one as this one here. You just tighten that up, and it tightens up that same typical collar that's found on the old style, but it's just a little bit different setup here, you know. And then to release it, unscrew it, and then pound on here with the air hammer or something, or chisel, or punch and hammer, I mean, to push that, to slide that back. Another pro tip I was told by the case mechanic was to lubricate the shaft here with a little bit of transmission oil or hydraulic oil to allow it to slide along there a little bit easier when you're tightening this up. And make sure you polish the shaft with emery cloth before installing the new one, just to give you a little bit of easier time with it. And then the rest of these shafts here, they're fairly simplistic. Right. That's it for this side of the combine, and number 2 will be on the other side.